Hello and welcome to another stream here on Behance and YouTube. Whoop whoop! I am Anna Daviscourt. I am a children's book illustrator, and it's so good to see you guys. No one's in the chat. Hey, Tara's. Hey. I was just gonna say I was first in the chat for the first time in a long time. So gold star me, but also silver star to Tara saying, "OMG, yes. What's up, Tara? How are you?" Thank you for joining in here or out there. There is replay land, of course, where you can see this, and also live. So it's exciting nonetheless, whatever time period you're in. I know that Anthony did watch the last stream after the fact. He just texted me today. And speaking of which, speak of the devil and he shall appear. It's Anthony. He's in the chat. What's up? Saying, hey ladies, will things be good? That's not your line. That's not your line. Get out of here. Hey, everyone. So glad to be back with you. Today is Wednesday. What? Time. It's an enigma. And the last time we were here, we were drawing a reminder to drink your water. I imagine it could end up as a sticker and or wallpapers so that every time, like, maybe you open your phone, you see like a little drink reminder. I wanted it to be cute. I wanted it to be visually pleasing. I mean, isn't that what we all aim for? And so last time, actually, let me back up here just a second, and then let's show you my screen. We are working in Photoshop today, and we did a bunch of sketches. So sketchers, it's the S. Let's see. We started with some nightmare fuel, some weird stuff, some really loosey-goosey sketches. We liked loopy straws, we liked frogs, all sorts of fun stuff coming out of here, capybaras, and then after the stream I worked on some stuff. I was considering elephants and quickly lost that train. And then I collected some of my favorites, which were these, and then I kept on sketching a little bit later, and I decided I wanted to play with a different animal. Let's see what that could be. A little raccoon! I thought this little rapscallion was just perfect and fitting for what we were doing. And so I wanted to play around with that idea. I also sketched a few sketches of them in it's our collective sketchbook that we all use, right? And I just brought this in, so it's very, phone picture-y. So I'm just gonna use levels to like pump it up. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. Now we can start to see some stuff. Oh, too far. I should just use my stylus instead of my dang mouse. Who uses mice these days? The Mises and their cheeses. Tara saying hi to Anthony/D. Anthony, you're too convincing. You're not D, but I only know that because of your name and avatar. So Anthony is working on stuff today. So yeah, I am all in my onesies once again, but his project that he's on ends next week. So maybe this time next week we'll get some like reunited vibes with Anthony and I, which would be so much fun. This project has taken forever that he's on. Collapse. Oh, it's not rasterized. I don't know about you, but whenever I bring in an image, I would probably rather have it rasterized than be a smart object, but that's just me. Alright, so we've got these sketches. I'm going to turn this to multiply and then turn on the other sketches. Of course, it all overlaps in a weird way, and I have my brush on. Chaos ensues. Okay, so I just want to consider these one at a time, the little sketchbook ones. This one, I like the phrase chug wah wah. Especially because to me this raccoon looks like a big baby. So that's cute. But then also there is front facing. The idea here was that this raccoon has taken all of like the flowers and plants out of a vase and is just like on the water. And then I think this is still my favorite. This one with the little loopy straw. I mean, he's just got a charm to him, So I might just start painting on it. I am not in love with the lettering, but we can work on that, Why not? But I think that it's my favorite design so far. So I think I'm just going to take it forward because, like, sometimes when you just feel it, you feel it. You know what I mean? So let's do it. Oh, yeah, and I think there was one more over here. Oh, yeah, this is, like, kind of a martini glass moment where it's, like, chilling in the vase and, like, has the little loopy straw going into it. But maybe it could work, but hey, there's always ideas for the future if we ever want to come back to it. Or if any of you, like, just if you have inspiration from any of this, feel free to go on your own thing, because I would love to see everybody's iteration on what, you know, drinking water graphics should be. It's a new genre, everyone. Drink water. Woo woo. I'm gonna make it heckin' huge, man. Why not? By the way, Tara says, how's your project coming along? And loving the raccoons. Oh, thank you so much. Anthony's project, it's coming along swimmingly. Anthony says, mine has been a roller coaster. And the book I've been working on, I just got, Anthony says, the kind that makes you hork. Hork it up, Anthony. Oh, this is really tall. My project, the book just got feedback on the interior sketches. Pretty light feedback. Once again, this client is like a dream client, so I'm having a ball. Cannot say the same for Anthony, unfortunately. Okay, so I want to play with a few different color ideas. I'm thinking I might just do like 3 different colorways for this raccoon, and we'll just figure out which one is our favorite. One of my favorite things with animals with markings that are very identifiable, like zebra, you'd know from its stripes immediately. Same with tiger or like leopard or something like that. The markings make it identifiable. You don't necessarily have to have the colors also back that up. Like a panda that's purple, you still get that it's a panda, even though there are no purple pandas in life that I know of. Who knows? But the idea of like switching up the colors to me is just so enticing. I like it. So what I'm gonna do is just do probably like a layer, a clipping mask, to add some different colors, just like maybe 3 colors each. And then we'll duplicate that and then put different colors in for each of the layers so that we can just test out what we want. Sound good? Sound good. And maybe we could have like themes to the palettes, but not necessarily like beforehand. I just like after the fact, like naming them. Kind of like when I did that dragon, I colored it and made it like a sunset dragon. By the way, I'm gonna take a few sips of my mocha because my goodness, I am tired. That's the good stuff. Hey, we've got Taylor Ackerman in the chat. What's up? Tara saying, ugh, I hope it ends soon before he horks. And awesome to hear that, Anna. Yeah, I want Anthony to come to the dark side of children's books so that he doesn't have to deal with that anymore and he can just like take my dream clients. Taylor says, raccoon! Absolutely. Our thirsty friend of the day is a raccoon. And if you have any ideas for like how lettering could fit in or any what phrase would make you actually drink water? Do you need it to be in your face where it's like, drink water, you fool? Or if it's like a friendly reminder like, remember to drink water. Whatever floats your boat, let me know. Literally floats your boat with water. Okay, so since I started with a warm tone on this one, I'm just going to ride that wave. And I know that raccoons, I will once again probably have to look up reference to get their markings because, man, I feel like I always default to Tanuki markings. If you guys don't know the difference between those two, I will bring up a reference for you. I don't want it to be that saturated, actually. I want it to be more like that. Yeah! Give me the pale vibes. Okay. Then, I know from just looking it up the other day because I was drawing them, that they have white eyebrows, and I think it's like white inside their ears. And then the darkest parts are around their eyes, and then it's kind of like gray everywhere else until you get to the tail that has the dark and the gray stripes. So that's generally what I remember. Oh, and then this goes down to the cheek area, I think. I act like I know, but I just think. And that is something I will, once again, I'll probably have to look it up because I always get it wrong. Alright, so there's 2 colors, and then my third color I'm gonna make like a dark, let's see, ooh, like a purplish red? Less saturated, more dark. What looks good with this? That's a fine starting point. I'm fine with that. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. Okay. That'll make like the paws are dark, that kind of thing. Oh, and then around the eyes. Duh. Gotta have that. Gotta have my pops. Oh, and they also have a stripe down the face like that. They're so cute. I love a good raccoon. Okay, anyways. So there's one color idea. And then what's fun about this is these are basically analogous colors. They kind of all are ish next to each other on the color wheel. So if we want the water to be a totally different color, say like blue or something like that, then it pops. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these and then duplicate the group and just try out another color scheme. And we can pixel lock it so that I can just dump colors in. Easy peasy. I'll probably turn off these two just to not clash the colors that I'm trying to get in there. Hey, Jake Green's in here. What's up? Jake says, why are all my notifications 15 minutes late? Oh no. Are you late to all your meetings? Saying hello. I love this raccoon. Please name him. What do you think? This is from when we were drawing drinking water reminders. I did some sketches after the stream and came up with this little fella. We were going frogs and then we went raccoon. So that's the scheme of things right now, Jake. How are you doing today? You having a good day? Are you delightful? I think you are. Okay, so what's another color I want to go for? Let's go... Ooh, let's call this one hydrangea. I love the colors of a hydrangea. Lighter. Must go lighter. Cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gonna make this one darker, more purpley. Something like that. These aren't perfect. I'm probably gonna do a color balance on each of them just to, you know, like find the colors, but we're just trying our best. We're putting something down. We're gonna be loosey-goosey with it. Jake says, I'm decent. An all right day. Hey, it's Wednesday, man. We're getting somewhere, right? I hope it turns out to be an amazing night. You just have the best one of your life. Oh, I made sourdough today. There you go. Told you a little bit. No, I actually like made it yesterday, but I baked it today, which is super cool. Let's see. I'm floating for ideas of colors in my head, and I want to pick... Let's do neutrals, like, or earthy tones, like browns, rusty reds, and like greens a little bit, like yellow acidic kind of stuff. Acidic, wow. I don't know why, but I'm thinking that could be a fun one. I just leafed through a bunch of color palettes in my head, and that's what I came up with. Boop. Let's do... I want this one to be like a medium value. There we go. That's the word. Whoa, that's like highlighter yellow. What? Cute. Okay, so now that I've got 3 options. Beep, pop, boop, beep, pop. Definitely not like tied to any of them yet. I kind of want to do a variation on this one. Jake says, thanks, you too. Yay, sourdough. I know. Oh, yay, sourdough indeed. It was one of the most sour souritos yet, which I am very happy about. Unfortunately, I only tasted 1 slice so far, and it was right after I had brushed my teeth, so it wasn't like the full force of the flavor. I wanted to add some pink to this. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get up in here and just test it out. Oh my gosh, a pink little raccoon sipping on some kind of refreshing looking drink makes me very happy. Oh, I might have to go with that. We'll see, we'll see. Don't tie yourself down too early, okay? Okay. I love raccoons. Okay, so one of the things that I want to do is just go over each of these with a color balance layer. This is one of the ways that I kind of finagle what I actually want into place. I know you guys have probably seen me do it a million times, but I just want to explain for anybody who's confused. It does saturate the colors slightly, so you got to be careful of that. Like if it goes out of the range that you're comfortable with, you just take a hue saturation layer and pump it back down. Tara says, hi, Jake. That's strange. My notifications are something like 5 to 8 minutes late. A while back, I had to reinstall my Creative Cloud app, but I don't know if that's connected. Oh, interesting. Huh. I do not know. Tara also says, is he sipping on boba? I mean, might have to be. Jake also says, how about Herbert? Oh my gosh, I love it. Herbert! Jake says, hi, Tara. I think my phone was just not connecting to the internet in the way it should have been. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Is the AI finally attacking? What's going on? It's taking down the system. Ah! Oh man. But what I think is, as long as you get to the places you want to get to, you're golden. Okay, so I think, yeah, I like that better in terms of like the tone of everything, but I might do what I just said, which is bring the saturation down just a tad bit. Especially with reds, I feel like it's very intense, the change that it does to them. Alright, gonna go through here, color balance, go too far to either side, figure out what the happy medium is. Oh man. So, we got groceries today. That was exciting. And so James and I basically made up a song about cabbages that was to the tune of Cake's. What is that song? It's like long jacket. Do 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 do. Do you know what the song, the name of the song is? I don't know. Something like that. Anyways, it was all about cabbages. Like a green cabbage. Do 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 do. Stuff like that, you know, just the reason to live. Color balance. Oh my gosh. Hydrangeas are popping off outside. Unfortunately for us, the ones that are nearest our apartment, and I love seeing them next to the leasing office in our apartment complex, it definitely... Why is that pending? Sorry. Jake said hey to Hannah, and for some reason it didn't approve that comment. It's by Cake, yes, and it's called apparently short skirt / long jacket. What a creative name. Oh man. Herbert is currently the color of sherbet. Oh my gosh. Maybe he feels like, oh yeah, my name's Herbert, but his mother's like, sherbet? That's what I'm called when I'm in trouble. My full name. Hannah Dickens, what's up? How are you? Saying, hi guys, I never catch you live. I'm on the East Coast time. Happy to finally be here. So wait, is it like 7 o'clock where you are? How are you? I feel like that happens with Ryan sometimes. He's like, you're out on the West Coast. Like, I'm never gonna, you know, that's not my timing. Alessandra had to kill some fruit flies. You're fighting the good fight. Oh my gosh, I hate fruit flies so much. But thank you for being here. Hey everyone. Hey. Welcome. Just to give you a really quick rundown again. So this is a drinking water reminder that we've been working on since last stream. We made a bunch of little sketches of like maybe frog ideas for staying hydrated, just little reminders for you. And then I started drawing these raccoons once I was off stream, and I fell in love with this guy. And so we started, oh my gosh, he's so chubby. I love him. So we started just coloring and giving options for colors. And I really think I am digging the pink so far. Maybe we'll bring in some of that orange. And then I do think that the water being like an aquamarine blue would be very beautiful. I think we should maybe do a temperature shift in here, and we could totally surround them with all sorts of stuff, or we could leave it completely blank. So really, the sky's the limit. Oh my gosh, Alessandro says no one comes between me and my bananas. It's always the bananas. Ugh, I hate them so much. But anyways, Hannah says I'm busy reworking my website tonight by procrastinating client work. It's when you get the best work done, is when you're doing productive procrastination. You know, I feel that. Madi, hello, how are you? Saying hi in the chat. Welcome to the chat. here on Behance. By the way, reminder, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. We love that. But also, we are chatting on Behance, so come on over here to chat it up. I said, wait a minute, honey buddy. Add it up. Add it up. Okay. I don't think we really need them in separate layers right now. Honestly. This is just to get the color vibes down. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate that. I'm going to group all these guys and call them color roughs. Sure. And then what we're going to do, one thing I really loved was the little gold fleck in his eyebrow. So I kind of don't want to lose that. So I'm just going to throw the gold around a little bit as we usually do. Just a little more manually than usual. If you know me, you know I'm a fan of gold, and I usually lay it down as like the base layer of almost every painting so that it can pop through a little bit. But sometimes you just like add it back in, you know? Who cares? So, I also think we need a darkest dark in here because right now we're at like a mid-tone, and I want like things like his eyes and his little Schnazenberg right here to pop. So, where are his eyes? Like that. Oh, he's so cute. I love round little creatures. Painting them is so fun. I just get reminded every once in a while, like, he chonk. Or she, or they, you know? Whoever this Herbert is. Herbert Lemon? Sherbert Lemon. Is that a thing? Am I remembering something? Rin's in the chat. What's up, Rin? Saying good evening, everyone. Good evening. I hope you are doing very well, darling. And let me know what you all are up to, of course. Oh, am I painting at all? Oh, I'm painting with that color. Oh, yeah, and raccoons have thumbs, don't they? That's what makes them so creepy and weird, is a little thumb action. So, gonna put the thumbs on. Oh, we could have, like, the little hand on the other side of the glass, possibly. I'm painting on the sketch, my bad. Good to catch it early, though, you know? And then we could have, like, the little the paws. You know, the paw pads. You know what I'm talking about. Jake says, hello. Alessandra says, is today a full stream, Anna? Yes, it is, Alessandra. Hello. Yeah, we're going to do the 2 full hours today just because I feel like streaming. I feel like painting. And when I was thinking about painting this guy, I was kind of like, I might be able to even finish this in 2 hours. It's a little spot illustration. It's not like this massive thing. And so whenever there's opportunity with that, I feel like I want to take it. Also, Jake saying, the beans is absolutely correct, Jake. You know exactly what you're talking about. The beans. Gotta have them beans. Just like I gotta have my pops. Do you guys remember that commercial? Oh, James and I were watching a video on the Mandela effect and like different things, that, you know, there are quizzes online where it's like, do you remember it this way or this way? Well, it was actually this way. What? And so, yeah, a few of those blew the mind where it's just like, no, it's not that way. It's the other way. It's the other way. Everybody remembers the Bernstein Bears differently, how it's spelled. It's definitely Bernstein, but everybody, like, you look at it now and it says Berenstain Bears. It's madness. Alessandra says, yay, thank you. Lol, had a long day. I need this stream. Haha, whoop. It's a lot of emotion in one comment, Alessandra. It's been a long day. I need this. Woohoo, whoop. Oh, man. Madi is asking, are you streaming with OBS? I am indeed. Yes. Do you want a little streamception? Let me show you. I don't think there's anything. Yeah. Here is, whoa, my OBS window. If you're ever curious about how I do things, let me know. This is how I'm simulcasting to, whatchamacallit, YouTube and Behance. It's a plugin provided by Sora Yuki. Thank you, Sora Yuki. Whoever you are out there. So yeah, anyways, OBS is great. It's free. It's never really led me wrong. Of course, there are some like technical things that I've run into that are issues, but like nothing that's, you know, worth throwing it out for, you know. It's doing good work. Thank you, OBS. Oh, It's hot enough that my hand is sticking to this antique and it's just the worst feeling. So, on with the glove. Alright, so let's pop in some watercolor. Color of the water. The Color of Water? Is that a movie? No, it's The Shape of Water. I still haven't seen it. Is it any good? Should I watch it? Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, you know what I was watching last night? Night before? Yeah, night before last. Madi says thank you. No problem. Was Whisper of the Heart, which is a Ghibli movie, and it is just so charming and so good, and I want to finish it because it's got that mood, kind of like Kiki's Delivery Service, where it's just a little, it's slice of lifey. It doesn't have magic really, but it's magical. You know, there are things in it where you're just like, I like this. So, I highly recommend. I have never seen The Cat Returns, which is, I believe, kind of its spiritual successor. And it's kind of taking one element of Whisper of the Heart and making a whole movie off of it, and I'm very curious, so I want to watch that afterward. Yes. Alessandra says, OMG, Anna, it's like a new dimension, like in a Marvel movie when you show us your simulcasting. Whoa, we've gone too deep. Jake says, you should watch it. Shape of Water? Okay. I'll take your word, Jake, and I'll get back to you. And I'll be like, whoa, that water was shaped so shapey. Ibrahim in the stream, what's up? Saying your stream starts at 6 a.m. here, which is my perfect time to draw in the morning. I'm so glad that it lines up for you. Like, I'm very, very happy that that happens, but also, ow, 6 a.m. hurts my brain. If you were to ask me, like, what time is probably my least likely time to be alive, it's 6 a.m. So, good on you, morning person. You can do it. I hope you get so much good drawing in. Oh my goodness. Use that time. I have to say I am envious of people who can really, like, find their spot of the day where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just jamming. Because I feel like it's really hit and miss for me, especially lately. I'm like, sometimes I just don't get anything done. And then other times it's like, oh, I did the whole thing. And it's like, what makes the difference? Oh my gosh. Jake says, such a Shape of Water. Alive or awake? I mean, isn't that the same thing? As in, like, if you were to wake me up at that time, I would not wake up. I would be a zombie. I have done that. If you ask Anthony or my father or James what it's like to try to wake me up when my body's not ready, it is, I will fully respond to you and not be awake. It will look like I'm following you with my eyes, but I do not remember it hours later when I actually wake up. Ooh. Anthony says, is the lag way better? From what? Compared to what? Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. Ibrahim says zombie Anna. Well, yeah, it's kind of weird. I feel like, I don't know. I don't like it when it's like, oh yeah, I was talking to you this morning and you said yes to the thing or whatever. Like, we're going to go on a walk today. And then I wake up hours later and I'm just like, wait, I don't remember talking to you at all. What's going on? What's going on? Where am I? Blech. So in a way, it's just like annoying. I wish I could wake up and be like, I'm alive. Ah, birds are chirping. Yes. But alas, we is born the way we is. Jake says, haha. Also, Jessica T saying, I'm not a morning person either. You know, yeah, I think if I were to talk to somebody else who had my sleep schedule, it'd be like, it's not the worst, you know, or whatever. Like, there is no good or bad sleep schedule as long as you sleep a healthy amount for your body's needs. But literally, it's so individual what people need, what people get, and the idea that, like, your sleep schedule is wrong or something, I deeply disagree with. But also, I wish I were a morning person. You know, you want what you can't have. Alessandra says, wow, Ibrahim, good for you. I am not waking up that early for a stream. Sorry, Anna, lol. I am totally in the same boat. I would watch the replay if I needed to, but, like, dang. Whoop woo. Also, how do you guys feel about streams after the fact? So this is something I just was curious about, thinking about, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, I have this backlog of a ton of streams, but also I don't go back and watch them. Like I've told you guys, I'm like, I don't watch myself. So I just am curious, like if there are replay landers who have gone through the entire archive and never caught one live, I am curious, I guess, your thought process on it. Because I feel like the main draw of a live stream is that I'm here being like, Alessandra, Ibrahim, Jessica, Jake, wow, let's talk, chat. And then after it's over, like, yes, you get to see all of that chatting and stuff, but is it just the ambient entertainment, just seeing it in a time that isn't real time? It's funny because I was watching, if you guys don't know, Sophia and Tyler. Sophia Nygaard is a very popular YouTuber who does a bunch of like makeup science stuff and fashion things, but like in a very goofy, nerdy way. I just love her. She's great. And her partner Tyler and her do live streams every week now. And I saw it like when they were in the middle of live streaming on YouTube. I saw the notification and I was like, I don't want to hop in halfway. So the second that they ended the live stream, I started watching from the beginning. So it was one of those like, I don't want to jump in halfway, but I'm happy to watch it after the fact kind of things. But also with massive YouTubers, I don't consider that like I'm going to be, you know, a person who's called out in the chat or like have any kind of interaction because there are just so many people in the chat. So I don't know. Anyways, brainwaves. So that's just what I was thinking is like, is it important to you to catch it live? Will you watch it after the fact? And if so, does it feel like you're getting the same amount out of it? Beep, beep. Oh man, Jake says, I think when I had kids, it eliminated zombie mode. Like, if I wake up, I am awake. I will often go back to sleep, though, out of spite. Lol. Being able to sleep is a gift, okay? So, if you can get to sleep, like, at any time, I think that's magic. That's the most important thing. Because I know plenty of people who could sleep through the night, but if they get woken up, they are awake. And it's so unfair, because then they can't get back to sleep. Ugh. Tara says, I love Replay Land, especially appreciate the tool time feature. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to turn that on now that you said it. I forget it all the time. This is a feature in Photoshop that I have to turn on every stream, and I often forget. So I am very glad that you mentioned it, because it's just something that when you watch the replay, you can see what tools I'm using and what, like, I use a brush stroke. It's basically like a history section for what I'm doing in Photoshop. And I apologize for any time that I didn't have it on, Tara. Just for you. Jake says, I have never watched a replay. Jake! How dare you? No, it's totally fine. Jake, you're so involved in the live streams, okay? You're in it for the live. Tara says, it's like co-working with a friend. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, if we could all be in the same room and just like working alongside each other. A studio... If only, I would love that so much. Although I would probably annoy you all by talking all the time. But, you know, that's how it goes. Hannah says, watching replays and or streams motivates me to be creative. I love seeing that. Yes. Anthony's being inappropriate, as usual. Jessica says, I watch streamers' early streams out of curiosity. Like, I watched some of your early streams and it's changed so much to now. Better quality, but some great streamers. Same great streamers. Yeah, I loved... Actually, I did do that a little bit ago. I didn't, like, watch the streams full through, but I just, like, popped into old streams to see what it looked like, what it sounded like, and it's definitely different. Very, very different. I'm like, what was I doing back then? I think at one point I had no tripod for my camera, so it was sitting on a pile of boxes, like over to the side. Like I wasn't like looking at the camera like I am now. It was just like over here, and I was just like drawing and not looking at it. It was great. Great times. And then Oh Boy a Toy says, I watched Monday night stream right before this one. And then put boobs in the chat, you know, as you do. Not actual boobs, just the word. Which we talked about last stream, you know, it's a whole thing. Jake says, yeah, I'm very lucky with that. I can sleep just about anywhere, anytime. Oh man. Truly blessed. Rin says, I prefer live because I love interacting as well, but there is definitely value in replay land when you're wanting to pay more attention to specifics. Absolutely. That's one of the things. Okay, so Jake says my wife hates it, lol. She's just jealous. Tara says, no apologies necessary. I'm usually that person in chat who's like, which brushes are you using? With that type. I love that. Oh, and CP, hello. Welcome. Says, this is my first live one. All I watch are replays, lol. This is perfect. You are the case study, okay? That's amazing. Okay, so let me know by the end of stream if you can. No pressure at all, but just if you can, what you prefer, live or replay. Very curious. But also, Tara, yeah, it's great when you ask questions like that. I want to give you all the answers. And this segues into something I mentioned a little bit ago, just in passing, where it was like, oh, if James and Anthony and I were talking about the subscription model on Behance. They've been working on this for a while, making it so that you can, it's basically like kind of, I want to compare it to Patreon, but slightly different. It's basically like catching the streams that you pay for, but it would be paying for streams and or assets. And obviously I want to give you everything for free. Obviously. So what I was thinking was if I were to do that model, I would have to offer something that's a little bit different than what we do here. And so the idea came up of like, what if we made it more of a teaching style thing where like each time I came in with not like a lesson plan, but an idea of what we're going to go over and possibly like portfolio reviews if people want to do that or something like that. And I think that idea is more comfortable than just putting a stream a week or something like behind a paywall, because I love streaming with you guys and I don't want to make it that like suddenly, hey buddies, we're friends, but then also pay me to be your friend. Just personally, it feels a little weird. I know that that's something that I should probably get over because I can't do everything for free. But anyways, that's just my feeling with it. And so right now I'm thinking of it in those terms. If you have any thoughts on that, I would love to know. I'm also thinking we should do a fun color for this straw. And maybe put little stripes on it too, because it's a raccoon with stripes on his tail. Cute. Tara says, yes, time's a bunch. I didn't know Behance was moving in this direction. Yes. So this is something that they definitely want to... Well, I mean, streaming has been a thing that they have been interested in for obviously a very long time. I've been streaming here for over a year. Let's go. What color should work here? And so to make that sustainable, you have to have some kind of monetization for the creators, because it's great and all to stream, but I don't know if you can do it sustainably until you can make money off of it. It's just a reality, unfortunately. I wish we could all just be paid by, I don't know, billionaires or whatever, whoever's got the money. Because my thing is like, I love watching creators, but I will very rarely pay to watch them. So if I'm not willing to pay, why would I expect other people to pay me for it? That's my thinking. But everybody's in very financially different positions. Some people are very willing and very happy to pay, but then others are like, that my food money or whatever, you know. And I'm like, all of the things are valid, all of them. So anyways, that's just a little bit of my brain out there for you. Alessandra says, Anna, I feel the same way about your friends and pay to get your stuff. I know, it's such a struggle. Alessandra, speaking of which, Patreon, I have had to get through a lot of that mental pain of feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't take money from my friends and family, because who were the first people to sign up to my Patreon? Friends and family. So it felt very deeply like, oh no, I don't want to take your money. I love you. No. And so, yeah, I had to get through that, which honestly, I'm clearly not all the way through. But over time, you just have to accept that people will spend their money in ways that you don't have to apologize for existing. Okay, I put up my Patreon, and I just have to accept that sometimes people want to pay me. It's okay. That's kind of the point of the whole thing. Okay? Just get over it, Anna. Get over it. Anyways, Ibrahim says, with replays, I usually speed up to 2 times. I do not want to know the things that you've heard. I imagine my laugh. I think that, yeah, that's what it was. Anthony was watching the replays. I don't even know if it was 2 times. It might have been 1.5. And he said my laugh was... There we go. Anthony in the chat saying Anna's laugh at 2 times speed sounds like Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion. I need to laugh more so that I can listen back to this one at 2 times speed. Am I Professor Egad yet? I'm morphing. Oh, I can put on my glasses. Luigi, get to the mansion. I don't know what he sounds like, honestly. Anymore. I wish I had played more of the game. Tara says, honestly, I thought y'all were being paid to stream. Oh, we are. Okay, so that's the thing. I am one of what is called a featured streamer on Behance, so I am being paid to be here. But also, that is not everybody on Behance. So they opened up streaming to everyone, and anybody who has a Behance profile can become a streamer. So that is what I was talking about with like getting paid in the long run. And honestly, I don't think that Behance will just keep paying me to stream into perpetuity. I think that probably once the subscription model takes off, they'll stop, but who knows? It just depends. And yeah, make no mistake, I am being paid for sure. And it's just the idea of like longevity, I suppose. Like, do they just want to keep paying us directly forever, or make it so that we can have the tools to run with it? You know what I mean? Anyways. Jessica says, baby sounds like chipmunks. Tara says, I so fully support this. Thank you for explaining. Sorry for the confusion. No problem. Thank you for asking. I think it's great to have questions. Jake says, yeah, this is all good to know. Absolutely. I think it's a wonderful system. I wish more platforms were like Behance, where they're investing in their streamers. I think it's really important to feel like not only have the pay to do it, because that is such a huge part of streaming, and especially creative streaming when we're doing it like about artwork. That's not something you just pop into, you know. It takes a lot of time and a lot of investment. So just aside from having the money aspect of it, money is directly showing appreciation for whatever you're paying for. It speaks volumes, and, you know, a few bucks here and there, it makes a very big difference in the life of the person you're giving it to. Maybe not so much if you're, say, like a large company with lots of dollars. It may be a splash in a bucket. And then for the person, it's like, I'm appreciated and wanted. It's amazing. So I just really appreciate that. Not only am I getting to experience this, but a really great group of featured streamers are getting to experience it. It's just the best. I love all the streamers here on Behance. Everybody's doing such a good job. Okay, now comes the time in the stream where I sit on my foot. Call out to like 20 minutes from now and my foot's asleep and I'm like, oh. Things you might not know. Okay, so I've been getting lazy on this because y'all are chatting and I love you and I want to read all the chat, but also I need to get working on this. What I'm gonna do, no, not yet, it's okay. I think eventually I will overlap the outer side of the raccoon so it's over the glass. That's what I think. Or I can mask out the glass, whatever. So, let's bring back the sketch. Oh, there is a charm that I'm missing. I gotta chonkify some of this. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. Big brush. That's the right layer. Why is it not showing up? Probably because I have something selected. So I do deselect, and there you go. Boom, boom. Big bada boom. Also, James and I are watching Heroes, first season. Anybody remember that show? I'm sure I've talked about this on the stream already, but we're getting to, I think, close to the end. Oh, and tonight, right? We're going to have another Loki episode. Ooh, very exciting. Cannot wait. But yeah, in Heroes, it is spicy right now. Things are really spicing it up. And I would highly recommend watching the first season of Heroes. No further. No further than that. Just the first season. But the first season's good. I especially love Hiro Nakamura. He's so good. Okay. Dark Hours / Joe has arrived. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, I didn't make Anthony a mod today. Let's make Oh Boy a Toy a mod. Oh boy, a toy. There's also a profile called Oh Boy, and they're from Canada, and it always confuses me. Watch out, Anthony's a mod. He can say all the things. Oh no. Oh no. Joe says, I feel so called out right now. Literally just sat down my foot on my chair. It is a necessity, okay? There's a certain thing about sitting this way that just makes your brain work, okay? It's a rule. I didn't make it up. Jake says, season finale of Loki? Are you serious already? I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. Oh no. Anthony Jackson says, Loki will leave you saying, what? Jake says, we've been watching Kim's Convenience. Oh, I've heard so many good things about that. I need to watch it. That and Bob's Burgers, clearly. Anthony's been talking about that nonstop. Oh my gosh, Tara is saying hello to everyone. I love it. So many shout outs. Joe says, I started watching Loki yesterday and I love it. Yes. Also boobs. You know, just spreading the love. I'm sure the people at Behance just love us for that. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out here for a second and just assess our colors. It's time to assess. Time to assess. I'm gonna color these lines and see how that feels. What if we go with like a bright red? Is that madness? That's too madness. A little darker. How are we feeling about these colors? I think, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. Okay, I need a background color. Y'all, I figured it out. 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 Okay, what kind of color? I'll just pop it. Okay, so I have a vision. I have 2 visions. I have 3 visions, possibly? Wow. Okay. There are a lot of visions. This is WandaVision now. No more Loki. Anthony Jackson says, do you prefer outlines or no outlines? I mean, it's the day, the week, the month, the year. Ask me anytime. I'll give you a different answer. I think lately I've been leaning away, but now I'm feeling it. So I feel like there's some charm to this sketch that I want to keep. So we'll see. We'll see. Tara says, is a vibe. Alessandra says, yeah, Anthony Jackson asked lol, I wonder the same thing. It's such a hard thing to answer. But yeah, I think generally no lines, but sometimes yes lines. Oh man. Okay, so I'm trying to find a nice pastel background color because I'm gonna tell you guys my vision. Okay, so you are working for hours at your computer and you're like, I'm parched, but you don't really notice it yet. It's not like in the front of your brain, it's like in the back of your mouth. So you pick up your phone, because as we all do, you know, you're trying to procrastinate a little. And then, why do I have so much stuff on my phone? Oh, everybody's texting. Okay, then your background pops up and you're like, oh, it has the raccoon that tells me to drink water. Or stick with me now. You minimize Photoshop because you're like, I'm so tired of this. I'm just gonna minimize. And then your background is not Kirby. It's the little raccoon telling you to drink water. Or you look over, you get your big flask full of water. There's a sticker on the side and it has the little raccoon telling you to drink water. So with all of these applications, by the way, this is a photograph from Anthony Sims, who is Oh Boy a Toy. Follow him on Behance or wherever. Amazing toy photographer. And so anyways, what I want to do is make this obviously, yes, a sticker with no background, but then also I would like to have a background color for it to be on your phone or something like that. So let's just to envision this. Envision. Vision again. Make like a phone ratio. Beep, beep. Would that not be cute? Would you not be entertained? What do you think? Tell me. Tell me everything. How do you feel about this? Also, is this the right color for the background? Oh, I kind of like that. It's like refreshing, and then it makes you feel the drink waterness, where it's like, yeah. I think we might need to adjust the colors slightly on our little pinky. What am I feeling? Once again, go back to the... Oh, yeah, I just need it to be a slightly darker color. Oh. It's also changing the background with it, and I'm not mad. What do you think? What do you think? What do you say? Yeah, I like that better. Oh, wait, above? Okay. Beepo. And then we could have the lettering of like drink water or whatever we come up with. What do you think? What do you say? Let me read so I can know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jake says to Anthony Jackson, I drew your character and that's what I'm debating. I think I want to redo or massively clean up the lines. That's amazing. Anthony Jackson says, awesome. I can't wait to see. By the way, check out my Instagram, everyone. I'm doing a redesign my OC challenge. That's awesome. It's like draw this in your style. I love that. Everybody check out Anthony Jackson, also an amazing streamer as well as just artist. Amazing. Joe says, I wish there was a way to have multiple background cycles through your phone like you can on desktop. I agree. I think that would be great. Anthony says, I just found a gif of a raccoon drinking water and Anna has such a cute take on reality. I want to see it now. Joe says, sounds like Anna should consider finding someone to animate. Cough, Kendall. This. Cough, cough, Kendall. You know, I agree. I think we need to collaborate. I never really, as I was saying the other day, never really finished the mermaid piece that she was like, oh, I'll animate it. Oh. Anthony says I put it on Scream schedules, which has been renamed since last. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what Anthony's talking about. You know, why you ragging on my boy? He's so good. Look at that little boopy snoot. Such a clean boy. That little... Oh my goodness. Oh, I love him. I love him. It makes me happy. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for all your contributions. Oh man. Game attack, by the way, in the whatchamacallit? What do you call this? The YouTube chat. We are going to, okay, I'm going to, oh hey, we're hosted on Adobe Live. When did that happen? Anybody else know? Mute it. Okay, that was Streamception. Everybody be careful. Don't go too deep or else you'll never come out. It's a dream within a dream within a dream. Okay. All of that was to say, I was trying to think of something. There is a chatter on YouTube who was not, didn't know that we were on Behance. So I put a link to the Behance in the chat. Hopefully they will find their way here. There you go. Boom. All of the things put together. It all makes sense, right? Hello, Adobe Live. How are you? I'm Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator. I'm drawing a reminder for you to drink water. So everybody drink up. My hearties. Yo-ho. Joe has a great idea. You could make this an Instagram sticker too. That would be so freaking cute. Anthony says, I love his dumb little face so much. Jake says, I will also gladly animate your art. Should that be something you want to happen? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I would love to see everything move. Make it all move, Jake. Anthony says, I want it to happen, Jake. Joe says, literally the whole chat will animate it. Anna just needs to send us the file. It's a great time to mention this is not layered at all. It's like 2 layers maybe. Oh. Okay, so I have to create not only for myself, but for you, needy people. Fully generous with your time and everything. Oh my gosh. You're too good. Too good for this world. Get out of here. Okay, so what would we even animate this? Like, something like that? I don't know, maybe. So, I think I like the lines. So where do we go from here? I kind of want it to feel all scraggly and kind of like weird. I like that. So maybe some different colors of lines on here too. Beep. Bop. What kind of colors of lines? Ooh, something... maybe just the background color comes in a little bit. Who knows? I don't like the song. I'm gonna get out of it. And a beep. Ramen Nights is the name of this song. Joe says, sip, sip, don't worry, we don't need layers. We are too powerful. You cannot stop. You cannot stop the chat. Too good, too powerful. They're over 9,000! Okay. F to make it full. Da 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 da. This was the... yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, now I'm just painting on top of everything. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Everybody's happy. I'm going to make the brush bigger. By the way, this is the Carbonara New from Kyle's drawing box. Hot dang. I think I'm going to go through and find some new brushes to love on a little bit. What do you call it? Between streams. That's the place that we live. I can't paint in the background color. I want to, but that's not clean. That's not how we do things here. Okay, so trash that. I'm going to clean up the lines a little bit. That's what I'm going to do, just because I don't want all of this mess. That's the line layer. Don't give me that. Don't. I had something selected. Everybody knows if you can't see what you're drawing, deselect. Deselect. I like some of this mess on the ground where it feels like, I don't know, scraps or something. Just don't want too much. There's a fine line between too much dirt and not enough. Beep, beep. Anthony Jackson just says the internet is amazing. It truly is, I have to say. Anthony says, this is Oh Boy a Toy. Anthony says, thanks for mentioning because I feel like someone was about to ask, which brushes are you using? And Tara says, I feel so seen. Anthony, Tara, you make my life happy. Thank you. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, beep, bop. Get it. There we go. Clean up that brow. That brow. Bruh. Clean up your brow. There we go. There we go. Doing it all splicey, splicey, loosey goosey. Ain't holding nothing sacred. No, we're just gonna zip zap zoop, you know? Oh, am I one of those people who's like, art is like jazz. It's like I guess I am. Welcome to my studio. I love him. I love him, mother. Cutie. Cutie McTootie. Okay. That's on the wrong layer. Why gotta be that way? And no. Okay. Everybody just throwing hearts around all over the place. You guys are cute. You guys are so cute. Okay, so, do we want a ground plane? Do we care about that? Let's try it out. I'm gonna just do this, but put it on multiply. Not that. What's going on? Okay. Multiply. Oh, interesting. I'll try this. Does that look like he wet himself? I mean, maybe there's spilled water. Who knows? Everybody drinking enough? That's the real question. I am your nagging mother. Drink. Jake says, Anna jazzing up the place. You know? Jazz hands. And all that jazz. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the new Try Guys video that's up? It's Eugene's performance of a bunch of gay icons, and it's lip synced, and it's amazing, and you need to watch it. Eugene Liang is a national treasure. What was I gonna say? Blah, 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 blah. He's just so good. I think my love for him has multiplied times 10 since I learned that he did the Marina and the Diamonds mashup video. Was it called I Am Not a Princess? Is that what it was, Anthony? Anthony knows. Because it was I Am Not a Robot combined with... I can't remember. But it was so good. And I need to rewatch it clearly. Joe says, we love Eugene. I have to watch. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it, Joe. It's so good. It's so good. Very boppable. Also makes you want to cry a little bit. So, you know. The good stuff. Only the best for you. Because you're anything other than less than. Makes me cry. Okay. I'm just procrastinating by cleaning up lines. I know this. I know this about myself. I'm avoiding something. What am I avoiding this day? Oh, look at that. A little fluff. Oh, I want to be fluffier. Floof. Cute. Little bab. Okay. Anthony Jackson says I have to go pick up my mom's birthday present for tomorrow. Happy birthday to your mom tomorrow. What a good son. Good job. Saying bye everyone. Have a great day, Anthony Jackson. Anthony, oh boy a toy, Anthony Sims, put a link to, I'm guessing, Eugene's video. Awesome. Thank you so much. Posted here and on the Discord. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the music. The songs we're singing. Thank you for all the joy they're bringing. It is called I Am Not a Princess. I believe he produced that. Oh, produced it. Which, if you've not seen Eugene's coming out video, that man is talented beyond all recognition. It is amazing. So, just go watch it. Go watch it all. Okay, so we should probably work on the lettering. I think that's what I'm procrastinating on. You know what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of the watercolor over our straw down here. So I'm just putting a clipping mask and the same color as the water, and then I'm going to lower the opacity so it gets that little bit of like bloop bloop bloop. Yeah, I think on multiply it reads better. See that just slight color difference makes it feel refreshing. This is the time I'm gonna look up raccoon patterning because I can't remember if their bellies are a different color, and I think it would be really cool if they were. It'd be cool if you did. Let's look at some raccoons together. Look at these guys! Ooh! I love their little hands, but they're so creepy. I love them. Okay, look at that tail. That's a pretty brown tail. Show me your belly. Like a little wet rat. Cute. Alright, I'm gonna call that a lighter belly than the dark outer side. The outer side. Andrew Roberts in the chat saying, hello, I'm here. Hello, welcome to the chat. Also, Santiago, hello, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. Joe says, happy birthday to your mom. Also, pro tip to drink water, eat spicy noodles. So spice. Are you eating spicy noodles right now? That's a very raccoon thing to do. Oh, man. Tara says, happy birthday to your mom, Anthony Jackson. I love the happy birthdays to your moms. That's so cute. Alessandra also says happy birthday. Oh, I love it. Moms are very important, and we should make sure to celebrate them every day we can. Also, my mom's birthday is coming up as well next month. But my little brother's comes first. And so, you know, gotta give the due birthday energy to the person who's nearest, right? Okay. So, I'm going to try it out on a clipping mask. Boop. Get the bristle bomb brush going. Test it out. We'll see. I like it down here, but I don't know if I like it up there. You know, we can make it whatever shape we darn well please, you know? It's a heckin' good time. Okay, that's adorable. I'm sorry, but like, have you seen something this cute in your life? I dare say, maybe not. That's a bold statement. There's a lot of cute stuff out there. I can't say that this is the cutest, but it's pretty darn close. Okay. I think there's certain places that I'm happy to go lineless and certain places that I am happy to keep them. So that's where I'm just gonna go with my gut. What do you have to say? That was my gut. Joe says, I'm eating leftovers for breakfast, so yes, I am the raccoon. I love that. Little Joe just eating some breakfast of spicy noodles, going, drink your water. I think I saw a post not too long ago where somebody had the revelation that if they wanted to eat something other than breakfast food in the morning, that they could. Where it's like sometimes you feel like, oh, I have to, I don't know, make pancakes or waffles or like have cereal or eggs and toast and bacon, or what do they have in Britain? The full English breakfast: fried tomatoes, baked beans, black sausage, stuff like that. Whatever the normal breakfast food is where you live. And they just were like, oh wait, I don't have to, I can have anything. It's breakfast because it's eating it in the morning, not because it's a certain type of food. And that opened up a whole world to them where they were like, I could have salad for breakfast. Which is so funny because it's like, oh yeah, salad is the last thing I would think of as a breakfast food, but also it might be the best way to start the day, just like a light, refreshing meal that doesn't weigh you down. I don't know. I think it's just a funny concept that like we could go our entire lives with societal pressures, which is a funny way to think of breakfast. The idea of breakfast is a societal pressure, but it's one of those like it's put into your brain. Nobody ever really told you like you have to eat this for breakfast, and if you don't, that's like weird or wrong or something. We all just kind of have that idea in our brains. Where'd that come from? Joe says, this is very accurate. Oh, wait. Alessandra says, I'm so tired. I can't remember where I put my glasses cloth. Oh, of course. It's when I need it the most. I'm so sorry. Ooh. This is why I have like 15 glasses or screen cleaning cloths around. It's so annoying. Joe says, yeah, I think I sent you that video or posted it somewhere. Are they on your... Oh, asking Alessandra, are they on your pillow? Joe says, that is where I forgot mine often. Or forget mine often. Alessandra says, I'm about to turn my room upside down to just look for the cloth. OMG. Joe says, salad for breakfast. No, I'm sorry. Just no. You know, maybe it's not for you. It's up to you. It's whatever. I think the only thing that would stop me from doing that is cleaning the lettuce. I'm very particular about my lettuce. I have to have it very clean, and I don't think I have the energy to do that in the morning. Plus, I love breakfast foods, traditional breakfast foods or whatever, but like, the whole point is you don't have to. You can just do what you want, okay, Joe? You can have your cold noodles. That's perfect. Anthony says, I'd buy a sticker that says the idea of breakfast is a societal pressure. Scrap everything we've been doing. We have a new sticker to make. Joe says, I also totally, yes, if that works for you. I'm just finding it really challenging to process this information. Anthony says, and I know for a FACT fact that Ashley would buy it. She never eats breakfast. I love it. I think I would change it to breakfast can be whatever you want it to be, but like, if you want it, the societal pressure one, you tell Ashley to make it. It's deep in her DNA. Boom, boom, boom. I want the little dip here too. I love that little wonk dip. You know, the little wonk. Chonk wonk. Chonka Wonka. I think that is the name of my candy. There we go. Boom. The name of my candy brand is called Chonka Wonka. It's not really plagiarism. That's our jingle. Okay, I've worked enough on the little raccoon. I love him. He's my child, but also I need to work on the lettering. Now, should we say drink water? Should we say chug the Wawa? Should we say hydrate your pirate? You know, it could be anything as long as it makes you drink water. So let's dive into it. If you were to look at something and it was to remind you to drink water, what would you want that thought to be in your head? Remember to drink water? Is it simple? Is it something funny? Is it something demanding? Is it something rhymey? Does it need rhythm? Water for your Goddard? Is that the dog from Jimmy Neutron? Wow, where's my brain going? Oh, it's time for Monkey Paws. It's way past time for Monkey Paws. Wow, where has the day gone? Thank you so much for the reminder, Joe. That would have just flown by and I'd be like, what? I'm not sitting on my foot anymore, Joe. Are you? Okay, so Monkey Paws is a hand stretch. I'm going to gonna mess with the mic. I'm going to lead us through a series of these stretches, so just follow along with me if this is your first time. If it's your second, third time, you know, just go crazy. You know what to do. So these are hand stretches. We start with our arms straight out in front of ourselves, and we put our fingers to the sky and our palms away from us, and we curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Good job. And then we put our fingers down, palms towards ourselves, and then we curl our fingers in. Ooh, ooh, ah. Good job. Everybody's saying ooh, ooh, ah, right? Okay, good. All right, and then we flip our hands out, palms away, fingers down, and then we put curl our fingers in to a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah. Good job. Rin says ooh, ah, ah. Anthony says ooh, ah, ah, very enthusiastically. And then final pose, we put our fingers to the sky and palms towards ourselves, and then we curl our fingers in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Good job. And then we just repeat these poses, holding for about a second each, around 10 times to give ourselves a nice stretch. You can definitely feel it in the downward one, the second pose. So we have the upward and then downward. Oh my gosh, I feel this. I feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Joe says, I just went back in my chair after picking up more raccoon breakfast, and yes, I am sitting on my foot. You cute little raccoon on your foot with your noodles. Ow, it's a whole thing. We should just draw Joe. With your little chicken nugget dog. Yes. I think this is all coming together. Ode to Joe. It all works. Wow, my arms are really tired today. I need to work out more. Anybody else in that kind of mode? Every once in a while, there's like a reason, like a heat wave or, I don't know, smoke outside or whatever reason that you can't like do your normal routine of like being active in some way. And it just feels like, oof, there's a reminder. My body's not really doing stuff, is it? And hey, this is a perfect opportunity for us to take the moment to feel our bodies and feel like what parts ache, what parts need stretching, need rest, whatever. And as always, if you feel any pain whatsoever, just stop immediately, ice your arm, and rest. And find stretches that really work for you, because this is all just an opportunity to take a step back from whatever you're working on, whatever you're at your desk doing, and just take a break for a moment and concentrate on what your body is feeling and what it's telling you, because I promise it'll communicate if there's something wrong. And we want to prevent those things as much as we can. The new quote that is apparently my favorite is, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." There you go. All right, so after we're done with our hand stretches, I like to do a few shoulder rolls to loosen those up, and then do neck exercise or stretches where we put our ears as high as we can on each side. Yeah, this is a good one. Rin says, hubby walked in right as you started singing, and he started singing along. Yes, I love your hubby. Yes, anybody who's singing along to some, that's Phil Collins, right? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I believe so. I also hate this song. Get out of here. Get out of here. Man, I want to listen to some copyright music. We're probably going to do that eventually. You know, Ryan's got a good thing going where he plays music on the Discord, and then people can listen to it as he's streaming with him. And that's a way to listen to copyrighted music without getting infractions. I also think we should just do like Animal Crossing music in the background, because I love that. I'm going to also stand up because my back is hurting, so I'm just going to do a few of these. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Oh, that's the good stuff. Oh my gosh. Have you guys fully extended your legs lately? Extend them to their full extension and then break your chair. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. All right. Joe says, does the lockdown count? Yes, my routines are a little jumbled right now. I think everything counts. Everything and anything. Sometimes it's just your mood. It throws you out of whack. It's fine. You'll get back in it. Or find a new routine. Whatever works with your life. It's just recognizing what your body needs. And how long it's been since it got it. Joe says, do we do the jumps too? Absolutely, you do the jumps. If you're not jumping right now, fake fan. From the window to the wall. Okay, so. Any consensus on wording? Also, I'm going to put my hair up because it's hot and my neck is sweating. Ugh. Is that weird? Is your guys' neck sweat? It's very uncomfortable. This is why I'm just going to buzz all my hair off. Oh, much better. It's like around my headphones. I'm going to tear out half my head of hair when I take these off. It's going to be great. Stick around. Stay tuned, friends. Okay, so let's do in... Ooh, actually, stop at Windows key. Stop it. I'm going to do in this. I'm going to do in this. Complete sentences and other things with Anna. Drink water. I'm going to just... There's also drink up. Oh, that'd be kind of cute. See, this is why I need it on its own layer. Curse me. Curse me. I don't have to have it in multiply. All I have to do is select a color that I want. Anna, use your brain. Come on. Okay. This could be drink. You could put a little crown on him. Oh, wait. Cute? I think that's adorable. Oh, I feel like I missed some stuff right before we did monkey paws, though. Also, oh my gosh, thank goodness I looked. Alessandra found it. Oh, it was under stuffed animals. I'm losing it, y'all. It's not more work today. That's it. No more work today. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. When you have that kind of stressful moment. Alessandra says, haha, Anna, when my hair used to be so long down to my butt, my neck would sweat. I cut like 14 inches off and it was like, I can't take this anymore. I agree. Also, right now, my hair is in probably the worst condition it's been in for a while. I haven't gotten a haircut, and my new conditioner is just not doing it for me. So it's one of those, like, bad moments where I'm just kind of like, it needs a hefty trim. Friends, let me tell you about my hair woes. This is what you came here for, right? Right. I kind of like that. Drink up. Let's also play with the idea. I'm going to group the raccoon. And then see if I like another option below it. Obviously, I'd like work on the lettering because this is just... I feel like that's very bottom heavy and then such a big amount of room at the top. What if it's a dainty little, like... I kind of like that. What do you think? What do you say? Let's see. Joe says, I just did a full body stretch and fell into my bed. So good. Can recommend. I so full-heartedly recommend that as well. Great job, Joe. Also saying, Anna, would you let James cut your hair or yourself? I've definitely cut my own hair plenty of times. It's not as good as when you go to a hairdresser by far, but like it does the job. I don't think James would want to cut my hair, but if he felt very confident about it, I would give him a shot for sure. He's trusted me with his hair for over a year now, so I think I owe him the benefit of the doubt to just try something. Also, honestly, like as long as it's not like hardcore bang loss or something like that, I feel like it's gonna come back pretty quickly anyway. Alessandra says, how do you choose this color, Anna? Does it come natural to you? Like, all color, or just this one instance of color? Color is really hard. I've been asked about that a few times, and thank you for asking. I think that it's a really nice thing to get complimented on is your color, because it feels like if you have nice colors, it just kind of buttons up anything in a nice way. Although I do know that it can also be a weakness, because I feel like it's my weakness. I feel like I rely too much on color and not enough on values to carry things. But on the other side of things, I do think that it's really delightful when you can just nail a color and it feels right. I don't know that this is feeling completely right to me, but that's, I guess, how I arrive at colors. It's mostly feeling based. It's very intuitive. And that's, I only say that because I think if I were to, I actually have tried to put it into words to try to describe the process that I'm going through. And some of it's rooted in color theory and like actual factoids that I could tell you about and things, but I swear that like 90% of it is just, that doesn't look right to me, and then changing it until it does. And I know that's not helpful, and it's infuriating and annoying and bleh. So I don't, I don't usually, you know, I'm not like putting a class out there being like, this is how I feel out colors. But I think for the most part, I stick to analogous color schemes, which is, again, when they are very close to each other on a color wheel. That's my loosey-goosey way of defining it. There's an actual definition of analogous that's like the 3 colors next to each other, and it goes to like tertiaries. But to me, as long as it's on the warm side or cool side overall, then you have a pretty solid color scheme. And then you pop it with something. Usually I like to use gold in some way. But honestly, I don't really limit colors ever. I don't say like, oh, this is too many, I shouldn't use this many. You guys know one of my favorite methods is, hey, something I can do right now, is putting a soft light layer over everything and then using some of the colors in the piece and just painting over everything in big swaths. And to me, this not only brings different colors to the piece, but it unifies the different colors in a way that I don't know how I would achieve otherwise. I just love doing it. It feels painterly. It feels like my hands are in the clay, you know. It feels like my fingers are dirty with charcoal, that kind of thing, where it a lot of times, this is why I don't use the lasso tool very much, is because the lasso tool takes me away from what I'm painting a lot of times. It feels like it's a separation between my hands and what I'm painting. And then this feels like it's bringing me closer to the painting. So again, it's very feeling based, which is not as helpful, but I hope that makes some kind of sense to you when you can tangibly feel that you're creating something. I want to live in that space as much as possible, and so that's why this is one of my favorite techniques. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference of just like the warmth and the cool, and I love both sides of it, where it's like a very warm sun on parts of their body and it just feels like it glows, and then the cool side feels like the shade on a hydrangea plant, where it's like, oh, the ambient light of the sun or the sky is just like bouncing up and hitting it, and it just makes my brain happy. I don't know if any of that made sense, but just saying. Alessandra says, yes, this color, I love this set. Oh, I'm so glad. We just kind of went for the first thing that really caught my eye. I made like 4 different color things, and this one won. Joe says, ooh, thank you for the reminder to watch Anna's Adobe talk. Thank you. Ibrahim says, yes, it's right if it feels right. I agree. Mohammed in the chat, what's up? Hello, Mohammed. How are you? But yeah, I think that for everyone, you should just try to find what process works for you. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Okay, so I was thinking last night, I really need to be using every moment that I can. I feel a pressure to get closer to my dreams. Let's talk about dreams for a second. No big deal. And one of my biggest goals right now is to write and illustrate my own book. So to get to that goal, I've been trying to write as much as possible. It's definitely not natural. It's definitely not going smoothly. And so to make it feel a little bit more natural and a little bit more smooth, I was thinking, what should I do? Because it feels a lot like when I was at the beginning of my art career. You want to make these huge leaps and bounds. You want to learn in a way that feels like you're really getting somewhere. And once you find that, it starts clicking, but finding that is the real hard part. Finding what clicks with you. And so I was going to look up workflows that children's books or picture book writers use, and see if anybody's put that kind of content out there to find if they actually have a process, a 1, 2, 3 that I can just start from and see if it works for me. So that's just a little bit of what I'm thinking of. I think I like that drink up, like a little one. I will play around with the placement of it. What if it's like in the middle? That's kind of cute. Okay, so Let's see. If we got our little buddy down here, and then we've got just a little drink up in the center. How do you feel about that? I kind of love it. Is there any other element that we want to this? I'm very prone to adding foliage to like all of my pieces. One thing I was thinking is we don't have to make it green. We could do, hey, why not experiment? We could do a little bit, ooh, maybe like a slightly darker than the background color. That kind of thing. I don't want it to feel, this is a lot about composition and spacing now, which is a really good thing to practice, especially like right now I'm working on the children's book that I was talking about. We are working on the placement of sketches in text a lot, and so finding that comfortable breathing room for text is really, really important, especially when you're trying to fit a lot on the page. So giving ample room is usually the safe zone. Like just more room, more room. Oh, awesome. Joe posted my talk. Thank you very much. And also, Joe also says, Anna, you should check out Jamie Green's videos, etc. They're new to illustrating books / graphic novels, but the way they explain things is magical. I love Jamie Green's work so much. Absolutely beautiful work. I don't think I've watched any of their videos, so that is a really good call out because I love their work so much. It's just that perfect mix of like stylized but detailed. It's so crunchy in my brain and I love it. Check out Jamie Green's work. Seriously, it is just amazing. You will love it. Also, I just saw their story about, I think it was rock wall climbing, and oh my gosh, they are like climbing. Like rock wall, no problem. Amazing. I could never. Okay, so foliage, no foliage. What do you think? Simplistic? A little fuller. La. I have so many ideas now. What if we had like little... droplets? No. Too much, Anna. Stop it. Okay. Also, Joe says they offer super duper great value on their Patreon too. Oh man. I want to back everyone. I will have to check that out for sure. Joe, thank you so much. Bringing all the great art to our attention. I love it. Okay. So this would be the phone background. I also would love the idea of a desktop background. Kind of the same concept. I think that I have to be comfortable with minimalism. So just one color kind of thing. Let's just try it out. I'm gonna do a new file. Beep up. I'm gonna do a long one. Like, sure. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's long enough. Probably too long. How long is my monitor? Sure, like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna show it as my background as an example, just to feel out what we like. Because honestly, if you can mock up what you're creating as closely as possible to the final thing, you will thank yourself later, trust me. This is CMYK. What are we doing? Image mode. RGB. Don't flatten. No CMYK. Get out of here. We ain't printing today. No. Okay, so I'm gonna shrink you. Oops. I think, sure, that's about the size. Beep bop. I think I might go textless with this one. Alright, we're gonna save a copy. I don't know if I have anything sensitive in the folder, so I'm gonna go to the big face for a second just to save this out. Don't look at my hair, it's horrible, I know. Look away! Alright, yeah, okay. You guys would have seen my files, but I don't think there's anything sensitive in here, actually, which is good. Desktop. And then a bunch of random letters. That's how I roll. Alright, let's go back. That's not the right one. Sorry, for a second I ended it real quick. Joe, you're amazing. Oh, putting all the links in there. Joe's like, wow, look at me actually doing my mod job. There is no job you have to do. You know what I love? You being here. That's just, your presence is a gift. Thank you so much for being here. But also, thank you for posting the links. That's helpful for everyone else. I think this is a gift to them. So, everyone thank Joe. Alessandra already did. Amazing. Ibrahim saying, with making picture books, do you start with RGB first? With picture books, if I know it's going to print, I do start with CMYK. So, it's all about the intention. I know I want this one to be a background, so I'm full RGB mode because RGB is what's going to look best on computer screens. CMYK is absolutely necessary for print, so definitely know that. And if you can, if you're working on something with a client of some sort, get a profile from their printer so that you can pop that into Photoshop and print as closely to reality as possible. I've also learned from past books, if you can ask to proof the prints beforehand, like adjust the colors if they have a test print, then do that. Because you don't want to see mass manufactured stuff that's not exactly what you intended. Okay, so what I'm going to do is once again show you the beautiful background that Anthony created. This is Kirby by Oh Boy a Toy. And I am going to replace it with what we just made, just to feel out what it looks like as a whole desktop. Okay, he's a bit cut off on your screen, but my screen he's not completely cut off. And what I'm doing is just taking it in, deciding whether I like this or not. Okay, so what I want is for him to be not quite as sketchy, because I feel like I like part of it juxtaposed with the, what do you call it? The cleanness, the minimalism of the one color background. But also, I think that I want it to be slightly cleaner. I can't handle just how loose it is. It feels like, I don't know, not quite done yet. Maybe there's something else, but hey, we're just rolling with it. Here, I'm gonna see if... No, it's not worth it to zhuzh it over. Okay. Yes, Joe, thank you so much. Joe says, yeah, you know me, always craving the dopamine from doing tasks, so thank you for the dopamine. You are very welcome. Here you go. Which is to say, here are more links. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Heck yeah. Thank you so much for posting those. Also, Anthony in here saying, oh, mistimed. BLM. Go to that link. Mistimed. Nothing is mistimed. It's all perfect. Also, happy Disability Pride Month. Whoop whoop. Absolutely. Disability Pride Month is a huge one. Celebrate. Also, remember all these Pride Months that we have, like Pride Month for LGBTQ plus community. All of that. It's timeless. It's all the time. So just remember that and live your life accordingly. Support those who need to be supported. And trans rights are human rights. Just everything Joe says. Yes, let's all support it. I so agree. Let's just treat people like human beings and make sure our legislative powers also reflect that. It's kind of insane that they don't. Ugh. Anyways. So what I'm thinking is no on foliage. I like the little drink up for the phone version. I like the blank for the big version, and then a sticker. All we need to really do is just make sure that this sketch feels finished enough, which I am happy about. Sound good? Sound good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in here and clean it up, and then I think we're good. I think this might be a perfectly timed stream, y'all. How amazing would that be? Okay, no. This is the dangerous part where I'm like, do I change everything actually? No. Take it back, Anna. Take it back. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so what I want to do is flip these two. I also think I might do slightly darker than this. Wait, no. Yeah, the shadow color. Is there enough difference there to show that these two are different? I think so. Yeah, yeah. I think that's good. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys are popping off. Anthony says I'm gay every day, not just in June, just especially in June. I believe in the newest Eugene video, it was, what was it? Something like gay all year, but golly, I can't remember the quote. It's so good. I think it rhymes perfectly, so I'll have to memorize that for the next stream. Joe says every month gay question mark? Gay exclamation point. Joe says, well, that's a first for me. Perfectly timed. Yes. It's a first? No, it's an always, Joe. You're always perfectly on time. Rin says, yes, yes, this is lovely. Well done. Love the color scheme. Wave. Yeah, we kind of got a refreshing color scheme, and I'm very happy about that because who knew if it was going to work out? I didn't. So what I'm going to do for the remainder of our time is basically just go over this and zhuzh up what I feel is a little bit lacking in terms of finish. Again, this is kind of like color. I wish there was a more concrete way to be like, oh yes, you just go through and edge control and oh, this is the point at which you render the form. But with my style of art that I am currently exercising, it is definitely not a 1, 2, 3 process. There are a few things that I do regularly. I guess I could try to figure those out. Like, what do I do most regularly? I guess here I am eliminating some of the lines, but it's just the lines that feel a little bit too high contrast to me, where it's like, oh, this area doesn't need that much attention to it. But I also want those darks to live somewhere in this piece, so like the little fingers. I also don't want it to feel too, like I was saying, rendered out. Like, I don't want to get into the knuckles of this little creature. I want their legs to just be little, like, tapered triangles. I want their fingers to be little dabs of color. I think that's part of the charm of this kind of design, is the simplicity of it. So getting into anatomical features would just take that away from that. And that's not what we're here for. I am considering adding lines or definition of different colors. We'll see. Might just be a lighter, yeah, maybe like that. There's also the question of size of the line, because the original sketch was done at a much smaller size than what I'm working at right now. So the lines are much choppier and bigger and looser. So finding a balance there between the looseness and the choppiness is what I'm going to have to reconcile as I draw through here. Also, connecting and disconnecting things is also a huge part of feeling clean or not. Not necessarily finished or not, but like clean. So, say this toe, before this layer, this toe was segmented. And I kind of like that. I might actually bring it back. It just feels a little bit looser in terms of like, oh, we just sketched this out. And yeah, maybe it didn't completely connect. And maybe I like it. Maybe. What if it? What of it? Me. I do what I want. Rin says, I must head off a little early. Thank you so much for streaming. Stay hydrated, everyone. Best wishes as always. Hey, right back at you, Rin. Thank you so much for joining. Stay hydrated. Don't sit on your feet if you can avoid it. Joe says, a Joe is never late, nor early. They arrive precisely when they mean to. Joe, you just grew a beard that's like super long, and I'm very jealous. Amazing. Elisandra says, bye to Rin. Have a good day. Agreed, agreed. Have a great day, Rin. Joe also says, thank you for tuning in, Rin. I hope you have a wonderful day. Sip, sip on that life juice. What kind of life juice you sipping on today? LaCroix. Honestly, I am a fan of San Pellegrino. I greatly enjoyed the blood orange flavor. Weird little paws. Weird little hands. What are you? Look at those weird little paws. Oh, and also, of course, how could I forget? Throwing around the little fur tick marks. This is one of my favorite things to add, like energy, texture, and just feel like you're, again, painting the piece. That it's like becoming something because you're painting on it. And that could be darker colors. It could be throwing around different colors that you like. Like there's a very, very small difference here in this like salmon pink and then this like more, I don't know, taupey pinkish thing. And just overlapping them a little bit. And having these moments of different colors over each other. This makes me so happy. You could do it like high contrast, low contrast. There is no right and wrong. As long as you're flowing in a general direction. I do think that that is, I guess, one of the rules of what I use tick marks for is you have to like emphasize flow. I like to imagine the direction of fur because fur is so flowing and beautiful. Like you could take direct inspiration from it and it will always look beautiful because fur is beautiful. And so, yeah, creating any kind of direction, even if it isn't realistically based or whatever, I think is a way to up your design skills in general. Like, that's one of the big things that I've been learning from the fruity animal pieces that I've been doing, which I've done plenty of the streams of on here. I've been doing them in fresco, and they're super textural and kind of abstract and painterly, and I just have a ball with them. But one of the big things that I've learned from that is they fall apart if they don't have a sense of direction going on in the piece, and it's emphasized with every design choice that you make. Basically, every mark you make is going some direction and emphasizing some kind of flow. So keep that in mind with your pieces. Try to maybe create your next piece just based on flow and direction. Pick some kind of random subject matter, or maybe even just throwing colors on a canvas or whatever, and just try to make it flow in a direction. I'm also a really big fan of if you feel overwhelmed by tasks, like, oh, I have to improve at value, I have to improve at color, I have to improve at blah, blah, blah. Just pick one, and then with your next piece, just make that your study. And then keep going. Just every single piece, pick one thing to study for that. And maybe you rest on something that you really know how to draw. Like for years, I would paint pretty women in like fantastical environments and stuff because that's what I was comfortable doing. I could draw a lady, no problem, and just be like, oh yeah, I am happy with that. It looks like how I want it to. And I was much weaker at things like animals because I never drew them. So you can see how that has changed over time, where I'm much more comfortable with one than the other. But anyways, the point was that when I was painting women, it would be what I was resting on. So I was like, I know how to do this, like anatomy and hair flow and like whatever I wanted with the piece, so I could concentrate on something else. Like, oh, I want to do really dynamic lighting in this one, or I want to do a glow effect. I want to play with like showing a background but not making it the emphasis. I want to, just all these things, all these different goals that I had for myself. I would start with something comfortable and then do one thing that made me uncomfortable and try to improve at it. if that makes sense. Joe says, okay, well now I need to draw / Photoshop this. Life juice, aka water. Sparkling water is the gay icon of water, though. No cap. Oh, apparently. I don't know. That makes me feel guilty for not liking sparkling water more, though. I want to like it more. Me do. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Saying awesome. Awesome. Wow. Sorry, that just reminded me of Hamilton. It had to, of course. Okay. We are getting somewhere, though. I'm glad that this isn't feeling too stiff still. Like, that was my goal. When cleaning things up, I just don't want to lose the life of the sketch. And I think so far we're doing a pretty good job. And I also, my goal isn't to get rid of all the line, but it seems like it is. So maybe I'll add a little bit back in. Because I do love line. I love line. Is this like Ron Burgundy? I love lamp. Apparently it is. Joe says, this is such a good tip just for life. It's okay. I like it enough for 5 people combined. Same brain. 5 people. Wow. Joe, you're so many people. How are you so much? I am amazed, I have to say. Also, thank you for sharing yourself in the streams. It's always just so nice to get to know everybody here, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all you. When Anthony's not here, I get mushy. Anthony'd be like, what? No, stop. Hork it up. Cute little bean. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? I just had a blast from the past. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me show you for just one moment. Do you guys remember a show called Paranoia Agent? Paranoia Agent. I'm gonna look at the dog. It's not a dog that is an actual dog. It's a stuffed dog that this one designer makes in the show. And it just reminded me of this. Look at that. The cheeks. Oh my gosh. It's just that head shape. And this one toy designer gets like really famous for the dog. Well, not that she's famous. It's more like the dog gets famous. And so she's successful because of it. It's a very interesting show. It's a Satoshi Kon creation. So if you've seen any of Satoshi Kon's content, then you know it gets a little loopy. But I really want to rewatch that. It's been a long time. I do believe there is some violence in it, so be warned. But also, that dog is really cute, so... Oh, man. Oh, you guys are popping off. Okay, Ibrahim says, thank you for the amazing advice, Anna. I'm glad you think so. I hope it works for somebody. Joe says, I contain multitudes. I believe it. Brandon Garcia says, how cute. Hello, Brandon. Welcome to the chat. Anthony Sims says, what? No, stop. Hork it up. Joe says, you have no power here. Joe is just every character. I love it. Jake says, I got carried away trying to do justice to Anthony Jackson's character. I've been very absent in the chat. You do you, Jake. Please, draw when you want to draw. Do whatever you please. I so look forward to what you're creating, and I'm also very excited about this new era of Jake drawing all the time. I am very into it. So please, please just embrace whatever creative flow comes your way. That's honestly the dream, is just catching that moment. Also, Anthony Sims says emotions. That's emotions, but emotions. Emotions. So mushy. Oh my gosh, should we make... Oh, I gotta draw. Okay, so... Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I'm having ideas. Just like the dog, we have that kind of shape, but we have like... Oh, sad mushroom, and it's like... Wait. What could it... Maybe it's like... This is happening. This is a thing. Emotions. Sad mushroom. Oh, it feels so much. Ooh, no, I don't want to go out today. Okay, I'm done being a sad mushroom, but I felt it for a second. What if it's a series of like, it's a sticker sheet maybe of a bunch of different mushrooms being different emotions, whereas, you know, the little... And it's called Emotions. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I have fun. I blame you guys. Oh, man. Joe says, boil and mash them. Stick them in a stew. Anthony says, I like to bottle them. Joe says, Anthony, that's not very cash money of you. Anthony says, I'm emotionally bankrupt, so that checks out. And Joe says, Anna, please no, I will not allow you to apologize for having ideas. Apology revoked. Your currency is not accepted at this bank, ma'am. Jake says, lol, y'all. Joe says, yes, emotional veggies. Oh my gosh. Jake says, I support emotions. Anthony says double yes or mushy mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I've never made a sticker sheet. Should this be the one? Oh man. Fully a stream creation. We have to have a, like a, what do you call it? I don't know, money sharing system for all the people that create an idea. It's now all of our intellectual property. It's like anti-Disney. Everyone owns the idea. Everybody who actually came up with it. You know who you are. I love it. I love it all. Rin says, what a time to sneak back in for a second. So emotional. Rin, you're so good. Joe says, do not. No, bonk. No, sorry. The one sticker sheet to rule them all. Oh my gosh, is that the name of the sticker sheet if you do a Lord of the Rings themed one? The one sticker sheet to rule them all? And in the darkness, bind them! Because it's stickers, you get it? They're sticky. Bind. Oh, and in the darkness, binder them, because you have a sticker binder. Ah! Can we make a little Lord of the Rings spin-off, but about a sticker club? Oh, man. The one true ring on the binder. Oh my gosh. Okay. Too far. Too far. Ugh, I need to put my stickers somewhere. They're living in a bag right now and I feel bad for them. It's like a goldfish in a too small of a tank or something. You're just like, you're not living your best life. My stickers aren't living their best lives. But I always feel like I'm gonna come up on this like perfect way to use them. Like, oh, I have a sketchbook that just needs decoration on the outside. I also saw, I believe it was Jamie Green also, their water bottle. No, it was Lee Ellickson. Yeah? Yeah, Lee Ellickson's water bottle was covered in a bunch of stickers that are real cute. Oh, man. Rin just says mushroom. Very mushy. Joe says, I recently bought a sticker binder. Are we living in the same brain? Anthony says, Anna and Anna, have a good time. Joe says, yes, let's do it. Jake says, the one true 3 ring. Oh my gosh, I love it. Stickers in a bag, Anna? No. It's a bag that's like stiff and standing up. It's not like a, whoa, it's in my tote bag and they're all getting crunched. I do have one sticker hanging up though. It's my Sid Weiler Light Your Own Way. The little crying dove carrying a stick that's on fire. I just love it. I love the message. I love the what do you call it? Execution. It's just all well done. Well done. But I also have, oh my gosh, I've shown you guys, right? Don't know if my stickers are right here. But I have a collection that I actually won from an artist that I absolutely love called Nima Sprout, who is Nicole Gustafson. If you haven't seen her work, look her up. Oh, I do. I have my stickers. And they are so cool. Let me show you just how cool. I think I've probably already shown this on the stream, but I'm so excited about them. Okay, so they're like hollow in certain ways, I think. Yeah. This one's got like a little hollow flex. It's really hard to see, but there are tons of colors, especially in the hat. You see that? Oh my goodness. And then, don't fall, my friend. No. There's metallic. Oh my goodness. A metallic jack-o'-lantern. I was calling it a pumpkin lantern in my head. Which, I mean, technically yes, but also technically no. Hey, music, where'd you go? Stop that. Whoa. And then I have to show you one more. Metallic moon. What? So cool. Oh my gosh. And then one fell on the ground. But it is safe now. And this one's just matte. Okay, yeah, perfect. Because matte also looks amazing. But I'm just saying, like, the special effects ones, whew, take your breath away. Okay, so, beep. I swear we can finish it. We have 5 more minutes. I put 5 more minutes on the clock. Joe says I have my stickers on my water bottle and on my artist wall. Nice. Ooh, insert noise. Jake says that's cool. Alessandra says, how do you do your stickers, Anna? Those are so cool. These are not my stickers. These are Nima Sprout, which is Nicole Gustafson. And she is amazing. But also, I'm not sure. This might be Sticker App, possibly. I know that Sticker App has a few different finishes. I'll put a link in the chat because that's who I use for my sticker creation. But I've never really done fun ones, whereas like a fun finish, I've only done matte and spicy. What? And matte and shiny, glossy, whatever you call that. Boom. Gonna put it in the chat. And also on YouTube, just in case if you're watching on YouTube. Boom. But yeah, Sticker App I would highly recommend. Look through their options, see if anything piques your interest. Let's see. Oh, Joe, who was the artist? Excuse me. That is Nima Sprout / their full name is Nicole Gustafson. I can find their thing. So Nima Sprout. Beep. Well, here's a whole website. That's awesome. Here, I'm gonna put the website in here. Beep, bop, boop. And probably through that you can find all of the social medias and stuff, but super colorful, super beautiful. Here, I'm just going to show it on stream because look at this. Also, she's been doing a series, well, I feel like a series of album covers for different movies. I know definitely the one that I fell in love with. It's so good. It's for, what was the name of that movie? It's the one from Leica. Look at that studio. Too beautiful. It's from Leica. It's the big Yeti guy. What is it called? Oh man, it's wait, here, vinyl. There we go. That's the one. It's for Missing Link. Oh my gosh. But look how beautiful this work is. So 2 full paintings. One of them is right here. So pretty. And then the little drawing on the window of them in the mountains is just too beautiful. And this is all traditionally done, which is insane. So yeah, there are multiple vinyl projects. This is Ratatouille. Oh my gosh. recently I just saw the one that she did for Ori and the Blind Forest. Anthony, if you're listening. And anyways, just everything about their work is amazing. Amazing. And also, Portland artist, whoop whoop. So yeah, tons and tons of beautiful work here. Oh my gosh, the Fruit House series just makes me so happy. Look at this. Look at this summer vibes, baby. Oh, and I also have a print of hers. Let's see. Does that... Sorry, 1 second. I have to find this now that I know it's on my wall and I want to show you. Not there. Is it Magical World Crystals? No, it's not this one. Maybe it's not on here. Yeah, darn it. Ugh, I have to show you guys. Okay, I'll take a picture and put it in the Discord after this. It's a pumpkin kitty, so it's like a little potion setup, and it's, oh my gosh, I have to show you after the stream. So hey, that's your stream reminder to join the Discord, because we have a link in the chat, no matter where you are. And Anthony's popping off in the chat saying, oh my gosh, Ori in the Blind Forest on vinyl, it glows in the dark. Yes, but I think that she did this new custom one after you got yours, so it might be a different printing or production of it. Anthony. Alessandra says, ooh, nice, thank you, I'm saving those links. Do it. Oh heck yeah. Missing link, you guys called it. You knew the name. Oh man, I was having a big old brain fart on that one. It was not one of my favorite of the Leica films, unfortunately. I really wanted to like it. Of course, the artists always put their work in. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. But just not one of the stories that really hit my heart as much as the other ones. See, the thing is, Leica's had a lot of great movies, I think. Very, very unique ones. And I think Paranorman will always have the highest place in my heart. I just love that movie so much. But there's also... I really need to rewatch Kubo. When's the last time you guys watched Kubo? Kubo and the Two Strings. I feel like I really loved that one when I first saw it. And I can't remember the last time I saw it. Maybe it was when I first saw it. What? That's crazy. Crazy Head Maisie. Anna, go watch it. Joe says, okay. So we have a new viewer who speaks a different language. Sorry, I don't know the language. But Joe has, I think, translated it and is talking about putting it on the Discord. Thank you so much. Jake says, I'm so behind on Leica movies. The most important question, Jake, is have you seen Paranorman? There we go. I know the names of movies I like. Because if you haven't seen Paranorman, then you're missing out. But if you have, then you know what Leica has to offer. It's so good. Beep, beep, beep. I'm just gonna paint for a little while longer. I feel like painting, and I feel like this is pretty close. Maybe I'm lying to myself and it's actually pretty far off, but I just feel like it, you know? Why not paint with you guys if I'm just gonna paint afterward anyway? Oh, Jake says, Paranorman was wonderful, but Box Trolls was the last one that you saw. Oh man, I love Box Trolls too. That's a great one. I have some friends who worked on that one, so I feel like it's got a special place in my heart. And it's hilarious, but it's also a little bit like on the side of more grotesque than what I'm comfortable with. Oh my gosh. Sorry, the person who, I don't know their name because it is in a different language, characters, but it says the fox good fat. And I love that because it's very much the fox good fat. It's the raccoon, but it's so chubs, and I agree. It's the good kind of chubs. It's so good. Oh yeah. Also, I should sculpt another raccoon. I did that as my first ever sculpt and have never revisited it. I've done many a fox, many an elephant, even a few hippos, but never another raccoon. Also, I like this like layered effect that we kind of got with the by putting the colors behind the sketch here, and then they were like thicker than the sketch was. It's kind of a cool effect, like lines within lines. Lines on lines on lines on lines. And then we can selectively choose to phase it out around the feet so that it doesn't interfere. How cool. Perfect chunky boy. Thank you, Joe. Jake says, I got to see a bunch of the original Coraline puppets at SIGGRAPH 2009. That's awesome. Joe says, ooh, Anna, I would love to pick your brain of what your friends know from working on Box Trolls. I love that movie. Honestly, I don't have a ton of information about what the actual production was like. I just knew that they, well, one of my friends worked on the 3D side of things, and she actually got to model all of the butts for the Box Trolls, which is my favorite factoid about that movie. But I didn't get to like, you know, I don't know the ins and outs of all of the studio stuff and things like that, but I'm happy to talk about whatever I do know, whatever's in the recesses of my brain. It's all been erased. But, whatchamacallit. I also had a friend who did, what do you call it? It's like the processing between when they're printing out a bunch of faces, they need to, well, they're 3D printed and then they need to be basically like sanded down to make them paintable for the different faces that they pop onto the characters, because that's how they get their reactions. Which, by the way, Jake, I'm so glad that you got to see a bunch of Coraline stuff. There was an amazing exhibit at the Portland Art Museum that showed off a ton of different stuff from Leica. It was the main piece in the middle of the room was the garden from Coraline, the one that has all the flowers blooming, and it was just amazing looking. And then outside there was the Coraline house, like a whole model of it, and then a wall of faces of different expressions. And I can't remember which movie in particular. Maybe there was, no, I think that was Box Trolls, right? Anthony, back me up. Anyways, so yeah, there's a ton of really, really, really cool stuff that they've made for the movies, and just, I wish I could just buy it all. Also, when I went to school in Portland, art school, they had, I mean, Leica was a huge deal. It is a huge deal always, but especially then, because it was cutting edge time. That was like, I think it was right after they had done Coraline. I was going to school, so it was this huge deal that we had an animation studio and that it was stop motion. Like, that is so deeply like Portland. And so a ton of people started studying stop motion. We had a stop motion class, and I remember going to an event at the school where they brought in a bunch of people from Leica, and they passed around the puppets from I think it was Coraline. So I got to hold some of the puppets from Coraline. That was really fun. And like articulate them, because that was the impressive bit, was just feeling how easily they move and how, like, understanding how that animation happens because of it. It's such an impressive thing to put together, those armatures and everything. Anthony says, I wasn't paying attention, but yes, I've got your back, even if you're wrong about the exhibit somehow. Exactly. You know, I was looking through pictures the other day for some reason. Oh, it was when I was looking for a picture of you to put in as like your stand-in, because we were going cameraless on the stream. And I think I found the picture of you and I in the lobby of that exact exhibit where we got tickets. And it was the ticket numbers that we each got were the years that each of our mothers were born. And so we took a picture together with them and sent it to our moms. Random. Okay, anyways. Joe says butts. Jake says rapid prototyping. Same thing. But yes, Jake, that is exactly the name of the process, is rapid prototyping. Joe says, see, this is exactly the kinds of things I wanted to know. Sanding? Priming? Exactly. Joe says, stop motion feels like the Portland medium. Honestly, I think we have like a big history with it. I think, well, okay, so at the Art Institute, I believe they used to have, was that? Okay, Anthony, pay attention for a second. Was it that we had the California Raisins guy teach at the school? Or was he the mentor for Marilyn, who was the like head of the animation department? Is that what it was? Somehow it was involved. And so yeah, California Raisins, if you don't know, is like a really big time stop motion production thing. And yeah, it's been a big thing in Portland for a very long time, and we're very proud. A very proud people to be very entrenched in something that takes a lot of time, a lot of diligence, and also a little bit of kookiness. Which offered a lot of opportunities. Like James and I went to a presentation of, there's an offshoot of Leica that was an advertising house called Brain no worky today. Wow, what is that called? It used to be something different, like advertising house, because it was a house of something. It was something house. House Special. Yeah, I got house in there. So yeah, House Special is a company that was basically offshoot of Leica, where they would do advertising campaigns rather than full-length movies, feature films like Leica does. And so we got to see a presentation by them where they actually stop motion animated. I can't remember how many seconds it was, but it was a pretty significant moment in front of us. So they basically gave the presentation as the animators were animating. And so we could see how everything was done. Full set, full everything. It was so dang impressive. It was amazing. And also just seeing those sets up close was something spectacular, and I loved it. I really loved it. And that's the kind of stuff you get in Portland sometimes. Like, you just go to a small theater out on the east side and get to see stop motion animation and a full presentation on how they do it, and behind the scenes info, and just fun stuff. I love it. Man, I miss like going out and doing things. Oh, what a life. And then you go to Salt and Straw and wait for like 10 hours for ice cream, but it's worth it. What a life. Oh, it was Venton Studios. Thank you, Anthony. You know. Anthony says, that sounds familiar. Whatever studio became like it was Will Vinton. Yeah. And Jake says, fun fact, the other mother in Coraline, the faces they printed were not finished or painted other than cleanup, because they just started using a 2-color 3D printing process. Whoa. Yeah, exactly. That was another part that we kind of got to learn about Leica, is the different systems that they came up with. I think that was at the presentation when I got to hold the puppets. They were talking about that process of like moving from one system to the next. I actually think it was right when they were working on Paranorman, so I did get to see oh golly, I'm forgetting his name, but it's Norman's friend, the one who's like, I've got hummus, it's spicy, and they were showing us the new process of how they were doing the faces, because he was one of the first ones that they were trying out. It was like more faces were being made, and so they had to paint them faster, and it was this whole process that changed in their entire studio, and I think from then on they used it, so it worked. Joe said, oh wow, ugh, I'm going to online shop Leica stuff now, aren't I? At the very least, you gotta look into the videos of the puppet building processes, because they actually have videos of them animating how the puppets are built, which is the coolest thing. I just love that so much. The one where Norman, he gets up and like walks after that is just so good. So good. And it's that kind of stuff that really shows the love of the creators, and also whatever team is behind, like, you know, the production of that, and whoever's funding it really believes in it, because nothing they do is cheap. Nothing's quick, nothing's small. And so they must have somebody behind them who really believes in it. And I know that Travis Knight is the one who is the head of Leica usually. Or at least a big part of the productions. And he's Phil Knight's son. Phil Knight is the very rich man. Lives in Portland. Something to do with Nike. I think that's all I know. But yeah, I think that's the money power behind it. Which, hey, as long as stuff gets made, I'm happy. Jake says, so cool. I think the video is on YouTube somewhere. Okay, I have to go. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great night, Jake. Enjoy yourself. Have a good one. And have so much fun on the Anthony redesign piece. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Not that you're redesigning Anthony, that you're redesigning his character. Oh my gosh, a little toesy. Okay, I love that. So patrons will definitely see this one first. I'm gonna design it for them, give them the wallpapers and everything. Shout out Patreon, blah blah blah. It's a really fun place to do things like this for. Was that a sentence? Not really, but I am just so glad that I have a place that, like, I can release this to. Even just sharing files, it makes things easier. So yay, I'm glad about that. And also, I will probably be making stickers of this eventually. I'm always thinking about making stickers because they're just so fun. But usually I like to have a few files like lined up to do one big order. So who knows when it'll happen, but in the future, I will plan for this to be on Patreon as well as a physical good. Right now I don't have a store, so that's where I make and send things to people. So per month it's $15 for chapter 3, which is the physical rewards one. And you can just sign up for 1 month if you want that. But yeah, that's the way I send things to people right now. And usually, well, it's always a postcard, and then I usually add something to it because I just like giving other things as well. Like this month I'm making handmade clay magnets. I'm gonna give away a little bit. They're botanical themed this time. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing this month, and then next month might be a sticker, the month after that might be a pin. Who knows? Whatever I feel like that month, basically. I give myself that freedom. Beep, beep, bop, bop, boop, boop, beep, beep. Joe says, have a grand one, Jake. Alessandra says, have a great night, Jake. Have the best night, Jake. Flat bottoms, you know. Question is, if I made this into a sticker, should we keep the shadow or nah? That is a hard decision in my mind. Really finicky stuff now. Which is great, because that means we're getting towards the end of the cleanup, is just doing the tiniest little bits. The bits. That's from Steven Universe, by the way. Which I need to rewatch. I'm very glad to be at a point in my life when I've watched so many great media things that I'm just wanting to rewatch them now. And also that I've forgotten enough to be able to rewatch and enjoy them. I like that. Much better than having a bunch of movies and shows be unknown. You don't know if you're investing the time in something you love. It's like, oh yeah, I remember I love this. Now I just get to enjoy it again. That's why I'm totally gonna watch Whisper of the Heart after this. Oh, and we already have enchiladas made. Oh, hot dang. That's great. This is great. What a great night. Wait, but we have Loki to watch. Oh my gosh, we have enchiladas and Loki. Ugh, I am truly spoiled. What's your guys' plan tonight? Got any good dinner stuff going on? Alessandra says, lol, I haven't watched Steven Universe. I need to rewatch it. You should. Very, very much, Alessandra. It's great. Ibrahim says, have to go to work. Thank you for the stream, Anna. Bye, all. Hey, happy morning, Ibrahim. Thank you so much for being here. And good luck with everything in your day. Have such a great day at work. Enjoy yourself. You're a gem. Just be safe. Look both ways when you cross the road. I am your mother. It's so funny. This kind of stuff should be boring, but I kind of like it. It's like, just make it look a little bit cleaner, but still, like, not clean clean. Just clarifying clean. Clarifying clean. Oh, see, this line tells you everything about that belly. Should I have it stick out more? It's so funny when like one little line makes such a big difference in the form of the body. Joe says, Loki and enchiladas, oh my. I am seriously excited. Remembering that made my night. That's why you make enchiladas ahead of time, y'all, okay? I was so tired last night and I did not want to make them, but I did, and you know what? It paid off today. It definitely did. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, alright, alright. I think it's really coming together. I want to redo these little... I'm happy to have little bits and bobs down here, but I want them to be high fidelity bits and bobs, you know what I mean? Trick is not making them too regular. Ooh, you know what else this water needs? Like some kind of... Oh, yeah, like a drippy, like, oh, it's so cold and refreshing that it actually has condensation. Plus, that just looks cute. Right? Right. Alessandra says, I ate Korean BBQ noodles and chicken. Oh, that sounds so good. Joe says, I'm modding an APAC stream in 35 minutes. Everybody go to APAC stream. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alessandra says, dinner for me was 3 hours ago. Lol. 3 hours. Wow. You're staying up late now. It's not that late. Joe says, OMG, that sentence was poetic. What was it? I don't know. I forgot. Whoops. The forgetful poet. Darling. Somebody's like, wow, you said something really meaningful. And it's like, what else is new? Like, you know you're poetic. You just never remember what you say. Negligent brilliance. There you go. Boom. I love him. Little Pudge Muffin. So good, yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait, I want toe separation. I love him. Oh my gosh. These emotions are too much. Beep. What do you think? Would you put this on your phone? Drink up, buttercup. I, of course, will like work on the lettering, and I'll come back to it to see if I want to do anything else, but I am very happy with this. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out, having just a good time with our little Pudge Bud here. I love him. Sherbert Herbert? Herbert Sherbert. Okay, so I'm gonna call it. We've gone a half over time. Wow. Apparently those 1 hour streams caught up to me, and I was just like, no, I go over. So thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a ball. Sherbert Herbert here is very happy that you have hung out during their creation. I think that was probably the best thing you could have done for them. So you've done your justice to the world. And Sherbert Herbert will appear to you and give you 3 wishes of your desire. Not cursed wishes. They say monkey paw things. These are raccoon paw things. All right. I will see you again on maybe Friday. We'll see how I feel. A lot of, life stuff comes in the way, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you want to be up on the latest and greatest of news for the streams and what times they will be happening, then please join the Discord. If for nothing else, just to know when the streams are happening. It's totally fine if you just want to lurk. I am down for that too. But that is where I put the most pertinent information about the scheduling. Because sometimes I just need it to be loosey-goosey until I know what I'm doing. So, once again, thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, CP, you are a hero. A hero. I love this. Okay, so CP was earlier our test subject who usually watches the replays, but this is the first live stream that they've caught, and they say, my vote goes for live streams and replays too. Haha. CP, you are amazing. You're my new hero. I love that. I love this, like, for the live streams, but also replays too. So all of you in replay land, you are loved. You will get something good coming your way this week. I promise. Am I a fortune teller now? Yes. That's what I choose to be. Okay. And also just remember to drink water. If you stay hydrated, you will be motivated. I was trying to rhyme it somehow. If you hydrate, things will be great. It worked. Okay, cool. I'll see you guys later. Talk to you on the Discord. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, if you're watching anybody else on Behance, just follow them to be notified when they go live. And also give them a thumbs up on their video because we really get helped by knowing who likes what. So anyways, have a great day, night, in between. Bye.